Hello everyone, how are you? Just finished watching Alone, season 9, episode 9. Good episode. Where I'm at, where I live at, and I don't know if you can tell outside, but it's hot as heck. I got the fans going to cool this place down, but where the final four contestants are at, they gotta deal with the snow, folks, and the cold winds. Winter has finally arrived in that area of Labrador. The snow is falling down, the river is frozen over. So all four contestants realized, crap, can't do no fishing now. At least unless we think of a way to catch fish in the frozen lake. So now they gotta rely on the game that's left. Carrie Lee. She woke up, got outside, snow everywhere, cold wind blowing. She just loved it. She just sat there, relaxed, enjoyed the scenery. And then she went out and checked her snare trap she had set to catch some squirrel. No luck. But she knows there was one particular area where there's a lot of sign going on. So she set 5 additional traps out. On day 52, she went out, she checked those traps, she got lucky, she caught a nice, fat, juicy chipmunk. She said, that's my second one of that size I caught. So she took it back to camp, skinned it, cut the fur, cooked it up, and as she was eating it, she told us about her journey in life and that. And she said that when she was 36 years old, she suffered a miscarriage. She lost her child. And she said that didn't hold her down. I could do other people. That just showed her that that's a wake-up call. You got to enjoy life to the fullest. Anything can happen. You got to take the negatives that happen in your life and turn them into positives. And she sat there and ate the chipmunk. Pablo, he don't like the cold wind. Nope, he hates that thing. He went out to the frozen lake and used his hatchet and smashed fruit to gather some water. Took it back to camp, bored up, drank it. And then he's like, I can't handle the wind and all that. So he stayed inside the shelter for the full day. And he tore strips of his t-shirt and made homemade earplugs so he didn't have to listen to the wind. Then on day 50, he says, time for a change. He said, I wore the same pair of socks for 50 days. He's no more of those socks. He said, I can't use them no more. So he put on a second pair of socks. Each contestant allowed 2 pairs of socks and 2 pairs of like underwear, t-shirts, pants, that kind of clothing they're allowed. So he's like, snow's coming. He says he thinks he can go 20 more days. He thinks I still got 20 more days left in me. If I gotta starve, I'll starve. He said, but he thinks in his mindset he's got 20 days left in him. Tomojin, just like Carrie Lee, he don't mind the snow. He loves it because when he was in the Canadian Army, as part of the Cold, he called it the Cold War training he did, he's used to these harsh, cold environment, weather predicaments as being part of the army and all that. So he's fine with the snow, the river being frozen over, the cold winds. He's cool with it. But, like I said in my last video, he started getting cocky of all the animals he's been killing. Well, guess what, folks? On day 50, he's been 2 days without eating nothing because he ate everything up as soon as he killed it. He never preserved none of the food he caught. So he said, great, that's backfired on me. On day 52, he set a homemade bird trap. It's pretty cool. He took a twig, wrapped some rope around it, and made a noose out of it. Then he took another branch, tied that one to that branch, and he tied a rock to the other side of it. So he said if a grouse or a bird or something lands on this perch, the weight of the animal would cause the rock to fall down and loose the rope or wrap it around the bird's feet and hang it upside down, keep it there. So he set it up. A few hours later, he went back out to check it, and something had triggered the trap. But an animal had got what was left of the bird. All the thing that was left was a little bit of blood and some feathers on the trap. He's like, dang it. He said, great. He said, fine, wolf has something to eat, but something took it. Adam has showed his journey up to day 52. On day 50, he realized every time he goes out hunting now, he can't go as far because he gets more exhausted and all that. He says maybe because he has 8-0 in 3 days. But he said he just knows every step he takes now, he gets more exhausted. As he was out hunting on day 50, the poor guy, along his way, he had noticed that he lost one of his arrows in his quiver he had. He said, "Well, I still got 3 arrows." He said, "But I want an even number. I want 4." So he walked all the way back in the woods. He finally found it. The arrow had fallen out of the quiver, got hung up on a branch. He got it, retrieved it, and he's like, "That's enough for me." Went back to camp for the day. And as he was back at his shelter during the nighttime over the campfire, he realized again he was getting homesick. He said, before being here all alone, he said, I could go like a month being away from my family. It was part of my job I had. One time he said I was away from my family for a full year. He said, so I'm used to not being home all the time. But he said, it's just hit me now. He said, this homesickness, I'm missing my wife and family and friends. He said, maybe it's this environment I'm in. He said, that's new to me, being alone all this time. On day 51, he went out hunting again. But the cold wind was blowing so hard that he had a hard time hearing if any animals was around. He finally did get lucky. He killed a grouse. He took it to the edge of the lake, relaxed, plucked the feathers out of it, skinned it, took it back to camp, cooked it up, ate it. And he started feeling homesickness again. He started missing his family and loved ones. So on day 52, folks, Adam tapped out. He's no longer on the show. Before he tapped out, this part was funny. Even he laughed about it. He went out hunting for the day. He didn't get very far because he had a gain. He was getting more exhausted. And that. And he went back to camp, and there was a grouse at his campsite just wandering around. It's like, seriously, I spent hours out there hunting, and the dang thing's right here. Then he says, the lucky day note, because he caught all the walking. He tapped out because he missed his family and loved ones. He said it's just being out there alone for 52 days, he said. It was a different type of environment for him. Not used to being, I guess, alone, missing his wife, family, and loved ones. He said, I'm used to it, but just his environment's different. So he tapped out because he missed his loved ones. So we're down to the final 3, folks. Tomoljan, Pablo, and Carrie Lee. And next week it shows that Tomoljan is doing something, and he slips and hurts himself. And same thing happens to Carrie Lee. So what's going to happen? And apparently, what I've seen on the TV guide, and that there's only 2 episodes left for this season, unless they go, I don't know, unless it only goes up to episode 11. Maybe there is episode 12 further on, I'm not sure, but it looks like there's only 2 episodes left for this season. Let me know below out of the final 3 that's left, who you think's going to win. Is it going to be Tomoljan, that's used to the cold, hard winter environment for being in the army? Is it going to be Pablo, who hates the cold wind and plugged his ears with pieces of t-shirt? Or is it going to be Carrie Lee, the 57-year-old, who's tough in that thing? And folks, I got to give her credit. Also got to give a round of applause to Adam. He held on there out of the final 4. That was impressive. So there you have it, folks. Let me know below who you think's going to win on Alone Season 9. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.